let's please welcome Emily Gunn. Emily!
Hi. So it's good to be here in DC for the night. I actually live in Baltimore, which means I'm more likely to die this week than any of you here. Honestly, it wouldn't even be breaking news, you know. Another Baltimore resident dead, and in other news, Uncle Earl is still drunk and standing over your bed. Honestly, I just look around and I wonder what it's like to be you people, you know, just living here in DC, paying $1,500 for a one-bedroom shithole. Do you even know what kind of shithole you could live in with $1,500 in Baltimore? If you walked into a Baltimore neighborhood with $1,500, you'd be like Donald Trump walking into a Russian brothel. Everyone would want to go home with you. But I haven't always lived in Baltimore. I actually moved there about a year ago from North Carolina. And thanks, I guess. And a lot of my friends and family still live in North Carolina, but I always wanted to move somewhere new, you know, expand my horizons. And where does every young girl dream of moving someday? A port city with a heroin problem. So I was really just a kid, just a kid trying to chase her dreams before the rats could get to them first. When I told my friends at home that I was moving to Baltimore, their reactions were mixed, unlike any of their ethnicities. And it was actually a few months after the Freddie Gray riots, so my timing was impeccable. And like, you know it's bad when a white girl isn't squealing after you give a personal announcement. Like, I got a better reaction when I said I wasn't going to date guys who eat gluten anymore. It's like, it's about time. But you know, they weren't wrong for worrying a little bit. For instance, before I moved to Baltimore, I had never parallel parked before in my entire life. Yeah, they just don't teach the teenagers how to do that in North Carolina. Well, that or math. If Jesus didn't do it, we don't either. As I'm sure you know, Jesus plays a big role in the South. At my Nana's church, they sing a song called "Jesus, You Are Jesus." And that's actually it. Those are the only words in the entire song. Just "Jesus, You Are Jesus" for 5 minutes straight. And the worst part is that they actually project the words up on a screen in case you forget them. But Jesus wasn't the only, you know, important figure in my life growing up. There was also Santa Claus. And, you know, I didn't just, like, believe in Santa Claus like dumb kids believe in the Tooth Fairy. Because, like, for me, he was honestly more of, like, a religious hero. You know, and I got that Jesus was the one who died on the cross, but Santa was the one who squeezed down a chimney to bring me a new American Girl doll. So it was a tie. When my mom finally fessed up and told me that Santa wasn't real because I was 15 or whatever, I actually cried myself to sleep that night. It was really hard. Everything I believed in was dead. You know, the father of Christmas, the bringer of good, just all vanished before I could pray to him one last time. You know, and my diary basically read like a unpublished Sylvia Plath novel right before she killed herself. But it actually pales in comparison to the diary of my little sister that I found last time I was home. It was in a box of things my parents had saved. And for context, it's a Winnie the Pooh diary that was written by a 6-year-old. But somehow it encompasses all of the existential feelings I have as a cynical 25-year-old. So I was thumbing through it, and the first entry I saw just said, "Dear Diary, it's almost my birthday and I'm still not happy. Why?" I was like, this is interesting. So I keep reading. And the next one said, Dear Diary, I don't hate my life and I don't love it. What should I do? And I was like, what should you do? I don't know, man. You're 6. Like, there aren't a lot of options here. But maybe if you work really hard and dream really big, you can move to the big, bright city of Baltimore someday. Thank you.
Emily Gunn. Emily Gunn. All right.